What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Captain Trucker here. Welcome to the live stream. Today we're going to talk about mistakes that expats make when going to the Philippines. Well, when they want to move out there, rather. Anyway, I appreciate you all showing up tonight. Give people a chance to get into the room. Man, I drove all day. I'm in Pennsylvania tonight. I just posted a new video talking about sort of what brought me out to the Philippines. Well, not what brought me out there, but my journey to get there since I was a young boy to a 40-year-old plus man. So, yeah, that's the way that goes. But anyway, I think we got an open mic tonight, and we're talking about mistakes that expats make in the Philippines. So we'll see if anybody, we'll give people a chance to come in, but give me a second here. I got to make sure this is working properly. Let's make sure this is working properly. So welcome people out there, whoever's out there tonight. So I'm on East Coast time. It's about almost midnight, I think. But supposedly our audience is online. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah, so we got an open mic tonight, so you guys can just click the link and you can jump into the live stream. So that should be pretty exciting. We'll see who shows up tonight. We'll see if anybody wants to join in. That'd be fun. But anyway, I got some bulletins here about the mistakes that expats make when moving to the Philippines. Let me know if you can hear me, by the way, because I couldn't hear the dial. Let me know if you guys can hear me. So I got some bulletin points here. Number one, underestimating cultural differences. Okay. Social norms and etiquette. Sense of utang na loob. I can't say that right. It's Tagalog, but that concept refers to like a deep gratitude. Okay. Somebody wrote that to me in a comment too. It's a great phrase. And communicating styles. But number two, not learning the language. We tend to take it for granted that some Filipinos can speak English, right? So we don't always make an effort to learn Tagalog or Ilonggo or any of the local dialects. But it does help. Hercules, what's up? Good to see you. Dirty deeds done dirt cheap. I think I saw Sean earlier, actually. Sean, are you out there? And number two, we have, not learning the language, man. And we take it for granted, but Filipinos really appreciate if you even make efforts to learn the local languages and dialects, because there's a lot of them, man. A lot of dialects per region, okay? And they do vary. I can say salamat, which means thank you. Number three, neglecting visa and legal requirements. Happens a little bit. But number four, overlooking healthcare needs, okay? Especially for the older retirees, man. If you guys got serious health problems, if you don't like tropical climates, you probably should avoid the Philippines, man. But there is ways to get insurance. We'll try to look into some of that for you. And number five, of course, misjudging the cost of living. Regional variances. Obviously, the cost of living varies greatly between regions, urban cities like Metro Manila, Makati, and so forth. It's much different than living in the provinces, right? So it's just something to keep in mind. And let me know if you guys can hear me. I would appreciate it. Ignoring safety concerns, number six. Yeah, I mean, there's crime everywhere, man. You got to be careful. Number seven, being underprepared for the climate. Okay? Tropical, man. Equatorial heat, yo. It's no joke. It's very hot. It's not an exaggeration, man. Hercules wrote, dirty deeds done dirt cheap. I don't know why he said that. Oh, goodness. Oh, wait, there you are. There he is. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. I see you now, Sean. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, here we go.
Oh, you got me now? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we got our first guest here. It's
You got
Sean.
All right, man. Yeah, you had me backstage. I just figured you were waiting to bring me in whenever, but yeah, I'm here.
I appreciate you showing up, man. This is Sean. Sean's calling in from Maine, dude. Where are you at, Sean?
Right here in Scarborough, water's right over there. Smell the
Right.
seaweed coming up, man. It's so hot. Over here during first day of a heat wave. So yeah, it's just get up to 97 Thursday. So
How much heat in Maine
right now, man?
It's not that hot up there, dude. There's no such thing as like
Not hot in Philly.
no, dude. It's like, I mean, not compared to the Philippines, but you know what I mean. But anyway, yeah, I don't know what's up with this live stream, dude. I don't know what's going on here. Actually, I haven't even.
What do we got for viewers?
I think it's just us, dude. I don't know what's going on right now.
Oh, I thought somebody's came in, like Hercules or somebody, right? Didn't you say something?
You said something, dude.
Oh,
But
okay.
sorry, I'm really disorganized, Sean. My apologies.
Technology can be a bitch. So, but yeah, I hear you now. Yeah, before it came in, I could hear you fine. You couldn't hear me. I don't know, but looks like it's all good now. So
You're going to Bermuda? That's awesome, dude.
yeah, Friday early. Gotta get out of here earlier because of the Celtic parade or something. Got to get a bus somewhere and then get to Portsmouth and then get the hell out of here. But yeah, it's a Celtic parade, so I got to like leave earlier because they won the championship last night. So all these weird scenarios.
This is your first time like out of the country or on a cruise? This is going to be awesome, man. I'm like excited.
I've never been on a cruise. I've been up to Canada a million times, so definitely out of the country. But yeah, it's Vegas, West Coast, Arizona, or even California. But that was way back when I went to visit you.
Yeah.
We're talking like 96 and
Yeah. Dude,
what was that? The 03 New Year?
Dude, when you came out,
Yeah, that was great.
dad-
That was like a month, man.
I know your dad was all excited, dude. He talked to my dad and he's like, "Yeah, I'm more excited than my son."
Yeah, they're
He's
like
like,
screaming at each other on the phone. That was
Yeah.
pretty funny.
And you flew first class. I remember that.
Yeah, and they stuck me behind Christy Alley. I don't know if you guys remember her. The woman
right.
from Tears.
Did you meet her?
I did. And she like sat down in front of me, and at the time I was 15, pushing 16. I didn't think much of it, and that was the end of it.
So Christy Alley, did she say hi to you, or like this is like?
No, I just saw her. She just got it. She came down the aisle and she sat down right in front of me, and those first class, seats are so high up. She sat down. I never saw her again. I didn't think much of it, but I was like, "Wow, that's Christy Alley. That was cool." That was
Right
it.
on.
Yeah, I was like,
I did.
yeah.
I did yoga once with like Danny Glover. You remember Danny Glover from like Lethal Weapon?
I know the name. I can't think of the face.
Yeah, you never saw. You've seen the Lethal Weapon movies with Mel Gibson, right?
I don't think I've ever watched them all wire to wire, but
Well, the black
no.
dude, like, Danny Glover. Yeah, I
Yeah,
was like in.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. Yeah, I was doing yoga for like 90 minutes, and
Really?
yeah, in the Bay Area, and like I didn't even notice it till after the class, and I was like, "Oh, that's Danny Glover."
Right.
Yeah,
There we go.
kind of random, you know.
Can't beat it.
That's fun.
So where are you in Philly, anyways?
Oh man, I'm in some shithole like Harristown, in the
Oh, you anywhere
Carlisle.
near you anywhere near like Rocky stomping grounds or anything? We go run up the
Sorry,
stairs.
probably shouldn't have said shithole. It's probably offensive. No, I don't know. Well, I was in Philadelphia, dude.
Yeah, Philly's rough, man.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Just yeah, I don't know. You anywhere near the stairs? You got to run up them like I did.
Dude, I do these live streams. They're always hit and miss. I don't want you to think that
Yeah.
nobody here right now is a reflection of you. It has nothing to do with you. I'm serious. It doesn't, dude. I do a lot of these, and like sometimes I just delete them because I'll get like on some of them I'll get like 30 views, and then on some of them I'll get 1,000 views. So like, people just don't see them. But I do.
Yeah,
These
it's
all.
hit and miss, man. But hey, it's the effort that counts, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm just glad to see you. I haven't talked to you in a long time, actually. It's kind of random.
What was that Vegas? Early 17. That was a
Yeah.
great story. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, here we are 7.5 years later.
You said my brother watches the channel. That's pretty cool, man. I didn't know. You know,
Well, Justin knows a ton about it. I assume he does because he could. I've watched the channel and talked to you about it plenty of times, but Justin seems to know even more. So,
but he doesn't actually watch the videos. I think he just keeps track of the views and the subscribers and stuff. I don't think he actually.
yeah. He's all about the subscribers. You're right.
Yeah. But you said he's back in the market, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's going well. Supposedly, well, that's what he told me.
I'm gonna have to eat.
Yeah, he's into that Robinhood or whatever that site. You know.
I'm gonna have to email him, dude. Are you doing anything in the market right now?
No, not at all. Because I don't need it. And, I had some ideas, like him and my brother kind of grenaded when I started getting into it, and I was right. I never made shit, but oil business and waiting for Bitcoin to go down, but especially the oil, I could have made so much off that, and I let them guys talk me out of it, or just don't do it. I regret that now, but oh well, it happens. No biggie.
You said you don't need it, so you're financially comfortable.
I'm financially comfortable, but what I don't like about the market is the day-to-day stress. And you wake up and like, oh, the market's going, and then it's like, oh shit, I'm already down X amount today, and I just rolled out of bed. It's a shitty way to start the day, but anyways, yeah, I was really, when I started reading and getting into that stuff, I was really into the oil. And a few people told me, "Oh, don't do that," this and that. And, oh well, it didn't. So I didn't really do much with it, but I regret that now a little bit. It could have been pretty good money, even if I don't like pulling the money out and getting taxed on it. Hey, but
I don't like it either, dude. I don't like gambling, man. I'm in it like.
yeah, it's legal. It was legalized gambling, is what it is, with a high tax bracket. If you want to gamble, go bet on sports because you can do it in a physical location.
Right.
Turn in the ticket. Oh, here's $2,200. Buy, Mister. I don't know your name, and there's no. You got no record of that. The casino pays all them taxes anyway, so that's you know, yeah.
I did a joke about leaving a dildo on my boss's desk, and she had a
That's
white
something I
one.
do.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Maybe people didn't like that. I don't know. I can't tell. I really, I don't know, dude. I just thought it was funny 16 years ago.
Ah,
Uh,
that's hilarious. That's great stuff. That's a great story. There's no reason for anyone to be
Funny, right? I mean,
yeah,
we're talking about.
exactly. Yeah, do it again. I would.
I get insecure sometimes, dude. I mean, it's
Happens to
yeah.
the best.
Well, I mean, it's real hit and miss. Like one day you're up, the next day you're down. That's how it is, and you tend to take things personally. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's very vibey, YouTube and everything, and
Yeah.
I love it, man. No, I really enjoy it. I really enjoy this whole thing, man. Like, but
It's great
sometimes,
camaraderie and so on and so forth. It's a community,
yeah. I just I try to make it so I can, I'm not a politically correct person, so I'm pretty sure the audience is used to me saying like outlandish, ridiculous things sometimes. It's just,
That's
it's
what
kind of like,
that's what you need, or the consumer is going to be bored.
yeah, well, it's just
Usually-
like, this is comedy too. It's not serious. It's like shock jock a little bit. I mean,
Right. Right.
sometimes we say,
Absolutely.
yeah, it's supposed to be funny. I mean, I think a lot of people have left a dildo on their boss's desk. It's not just me, right?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. I almost had one mailed to somebody's house one time, but some reason never ended up going through it. I was like, oh wait, this motherfucker. I was like, here's his address. Here it is. I go, fuck this guy. I'm gonna send it to whatever address it was. I go, you'll go down to the sex toy store and
Yeah.
pick it up, and we're gonna mail it right here to this guy for Christmas. It'll be right there on his doorstep Christmas Eve or something. And I never went through with it, but yeah, I totally get what you're saying there. Absolutely. I mean,
Really,
it's funny, man. It's a riot, So
you really got to do that though? You're serious?
yeah, this was like probably 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah, it was somebody I was pissed at, and
Wow.
just to fuck with him, I was gonna seriously do that, and never ended up doing it for whatever reason. But
Yeah, because I told a friend about the story about me leaving the dildo on the boss's desk, and and he asked me. He said, "Where did you get the dildo?" And I couldn't remember. It took me a moment to remember, and then I was like, "Oh wait, that was my girlfriend's." I figured she didn't need it anymore, but like,
that's great. Yeah, absolutely.
yeah. It took me a moment to remember where I got the dildo from, and I didn't even realize I was opening myself up to that. Right? It's like, what are you doing with a dildo, right? But I mean, but seriously, it would happen
the
to be.
girlfriend left it, sitting on the dresser. Hey,
Yeah, she did. I swear, it was just like that.
absolutely.
I figured she didn't need it anymore. It was like a 6-inch white dildo, and I just took it. And
Captain's just saying. He's just saying.
I'm just saying, man. Hold on. Job Boys is here, watching and listening from New York, Cebu, Quezon City, Philippines. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. This is a different live stream tonight, and we're gonna get Sean back here when I'm more organized. But probably gonna have to delete this one, but it's okay. We're still having fun. This is like a beta live, so what do you call it? Like a pilot. This is our first pilot, so Sean's on my pilot.
Yeah, it's kind of like the classes of 90210 before it became Beverly Hills 90210. If anybody remembers that.
Yeah. Actually,
we'll go back to 89.
I was watching those reruns, dude, like a couple years ago on the road. How sad is that?
Hey, I still watch it, man. Paramount Plus.
Do you really?
Yeah, I love that stuff. Seasons 3 to 5 are the best.
Are you serious?
Some of the best television you'll ever see.
I was watching.
Your brother was a big fan too,
I know. Yeah, Luke Perry just died, right? Didn't he die recently?
Yeah, he had a stroke in 2019, and then he had another one in the hospital, and that was it, man. But yeah, that was too bad because you can't. They were rebooting the show at that time too, and without him, you just can't do it.
Yeah,
because it was weak when he left the show, and then he comes back and kind of brings it back, and then now you're trying to reboot it after nearly 20 years of the time, and he has a stroke and he dies, and it was forget it, ain't happening. They would have to bring back some old school characters. They weren't going to do it, and that kind of stiffed.
But that was a big part of our childhood, though, man. It really was.
It was huge. It dominated. What are you doing Thursday night? I'll be right here. It's 90210. Boom. What's going on? Who's cheating? What?
Big deal.
Still out drinking tonight, or doing drugs, or it was that was some great television at the back at the time. Yeah, that was must see, huge ratings, absolutely.
90210. I love it. That's awesome.
Hey, randomness, man, right?
Yeah, totally. No, for real though. That was like that. I know that was a big part of our childhood too. I mean, that was back in the day, dude. Like that's when we were all hanging out, like in the '90s. Well, you had more brother, but I mean, I was kind of there sometimes. But yeah, that was cool, man. 90210.
Yeah, absolutely. That I think that ran like right through pretty much everything. Like I was in like third grade, right through graduation into my first apartment. We're talking 2000, and that was still going. So it was like a huge part of everything. So that was, those are good times. Yeah.
Very good times. So, dude, Bermuda is going to be like huge, man. I mean, you'll never see any beaches like that, man. I mean, even in California, there's going to be no comparison. Well, a little comparison, but Bermuda is going to be beautiful, man.
Yeah, I can't wait to do that. Never been on a cruise in my life. I was not behind that. I didn't know anything about it. It was just kind of a surprise. So I'm sure I'll go over there and tear that up.
Are you a beach guy, Sean? Like, do you swim and stuff, or you more like hanging out on the sand?
Yeah, I kind of like hang out or whatever. You might see me at a tiki bar. Yeah, mostly walking around in the bars.
Yeah,
random stuff, out eating on the water, whatever the case may be.
What did you call it? You called it perusing? What did you used to say? You were saying that 9 years ago. You're calling it I got that line from you, actually.
Which one?
You said, let's...
I think I know what you might mean, but I don't think it really pertains to this situation, this conversation.
No, moving and grooving. Do you remember saying that?
Oh yeah. Rocking and rolling, strutting and strolling, slamming the gym, moving and grooving. From Austin to Boston, Maine to Spain. And all points there in between.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, you had a whole poetry for that. I just heard moving and grooving.
Moving and grooving. What about, remember this one too? Complain about old girlfriends. Remember I called it, she hit the bitch switch. That was a great line. The bitch switch. Now, I just thought about copywriting that.
I got that on video, dude. That was your Bill Burr moment. I got that video, actually. I'm going to send that to you.
Okay, great. Absolutely.
I was watching that like last month, actually. That was making me laugh. Is that the same girlfriend, if you don't mind me asking, that you have now?
No. That was Christ. Yeah, that's been over. Damn. Shit, early 2016. That never went anywhere or was ever repaired. That's fine. But that was a while ago. Damn. Yeah.
So, how many girlfriends or women have you slept with since then, Sean? Can you tell us? Can you tell the audience?
Jesus. Rough ballpark estimate. I mean, fuck. Too many. How about that?
Can you round it up? Come on, give us an estimate.
Well, there's been relationships in between the last, I don't know, here we are since I last saw you, it's been 7.5 years, basically.
Welcome to the Open Mic Pilot, guys. This is the Captain Trucker Open Mic Pilot. We got Sean. Sean is here from Scarborough, Maine. He's an old childhood friend, acquaintance of my family. He was kind enough to come out tonight to indulge me. The man works full time. He's got a girlfriend. He's got stuff going on, but he's here in the live stream tonight to support Captain Trucker, his old acquaintance, family acquaintance. So we're so grateful to have you here, Sean. I'm sorry that we really
happy to be here.
Thank you, man. We only got 10 people in the room tonight because I didn't really announce this, but
It's a quiet crowd. That's all right.
we got his life, man. Anna's channel's coming up, man. So Anna's got a good channel, and she actually got Tim K, who's one of the biggest YouTubers in Philippines, to do a video with her. And I think he went to her house. Is that right, Anna? Yeah, that's funny. Speaking of that, Sean, have you ever been to the East? I know you've been around the country a lot, and you're going to Bermuda, but have you ever been to like the Asian countries?
No.
Okay.
No.
Any desire to?
I was invited to the Philippines probably back in 2019, but the steam, we never really picked up enough steam to really, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Make that happen. And then like the whole COVID thing kind of just blew that one up. So yeah, no, I've never been. No.
Okay. Did you say the Hulk Hogan thing?
No, I said the whole steam never picked up as far as getting. Hulk Hogan's got a new beer coming out. Do you know about that?
No, I don't. What is it?
Oh, have you ever seen WrestleMania 7?
I have not. Good evening, Nora. Good to see you. Thank you, Nora, Anna, and Joe for coming by tonight. WrestleMania 7? No, I have not.
Yeah, the intro to that was like Desert Storm or something. It's a picture of Hogan as a cartoon character, and he's like running or something. And that's like the picture they're using for the front of the beer can or whatever. Hogan's beer is going to be out in 17 states, I guess. This is something I just heard about in the last 48 hours, and Hogan's been promoting it himself. So, yeah.
Right on. Is our screen small, by the way? Is it showing up as like small? It should be bigger. I got to make this thing bigger. I got to get this right.
Oh, it's definitely small. I'm just working a cell phone right now. I'm not even on an iPad or a.
Hold on a second.
Laptop so.
That's funny. Yeah, you said McKee. You haven't seen McKee in a long time, or what?
I haven't seen McKee since probably, I'd have to say probably 2011. Me, him, and your brother went down to Will Orchard, tore it up. Great time, but I haven't seen him since.
Okay. I got to keep track.
He's busy building houses. That's what I can tell you.
He's building houses?
Yeah, and he got married. I know that much too.
Okay. All out.
Yeah. He's successful, we'll put it that way.
Did he marry a white woman?
Yes. He did. I believe he lives down south from here in York. That's what I can say.
I think all of my friends, all of our family, all of our cousins, everyone we know, Sean, I think they all married white women. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think they just all like getting bitched at. So, hey, that's the problem.
It's masculinized Western American women, man. We know them well, don't we?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Hold on a second. Your screen's frozen, Sean.
Really?
Are you frozen on your end? Guys, can you see Sean on the right? He's frozen on mine.
Oh, I'm good. Moving around.
Yeah, welcome to the Captain Trucker Pilot Open Mic Night, folks. This is a pilot episode, so we're a bit off topic, but we're here with the great Sean Pasulo of Scarborough, Maine. He has graced us. He was kind enough to come out tonight and indulge us. I'm very grateful for it. It's always good to talk to Sean. He's always he's got a good vibe, and he's just a good guy. He's the type of guy you could talk about anything with. He's always there for you, type of friend, and he appreciates the future and the past. He remembers people. You know, some people just move on in life. They kind of just have interactions with people, and they're just like, oh, whatever. But like people like Sean, you know, he actually remembers you, and that goes a long way. You know, so We appreciate you, Sean.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, man. I mean that.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That's it's nice of you to say. That's all true too. So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's only like a prick 30% of the time, but he's usually cool. I'm just joking. Hold on a second. Oh man. Yeah, you're frozen on my end, dude. But
Oh
you're not.
man.
I see Sean. Anybody out there? Let me know if you can see Sean. But anyway, that's fine. I can hear you. That's all that matters. Man, I
Yeah,
wish you could do this.
everything's still fine on my end, so I don't know what's going on your end. I've been able to get you all night, so
All right. Well, that's fine. You can see my pretty face, right?
you look like Dolph Lundgren.
Dolph Lundgren. Okay, this is an Australian filmmaker that I met in a hostel. Really good filmmaker, dude. Like he made this action movie with like a limited budget. This guy was like a genius. I'm not kidding. Like a legit indie
Yeah.
film action movie. Like you'd watch it, we'd watch it. It's really
Right.
well made. And he did it on a limited budget, but he used to always call me Dolph. You know?
There you go. Hey, you got it right, man.
I know, but
Golf. I could see Conan, and then I always said the golfer Ernie Els.
Ernie Els.
Ernie's a little bit older now, but I'm talking 25 years ago. I don't know what Ernie looks like now, but back in the day, absolutely.
Wow. I gotta check that out, Ernie Els. But well, at the time that Australian dude was saying that, I was kind of in a bad place in life, and I kind of had a chip on my shoulder, maybe at the time. So I thought he was kind of like making it, like Dolph in the Expendables. He kind of was like, not doing too well. He was kind of serious and stuff. So I think he was. I thought he was.
He looked run down. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it's been a while, but yeah, did you happen to see him in Creed 2?
I did, yes, and he got the old. They had the same Russian wife from Rocky.
Yeah, he was so bitter, but then at the end of the movie, he lets 34 years of consumed misery just go, and he becomes a good guy.
Wait, I didn't see the end. Are you serious?
Yeah. Hello? Yep. Shit. Can't hear you, man. Ah.
What's Sean doing?
Oh, now I'm back.
You're back?
Yeah, everything froze. What were we talking about there? I got out of it, came back in. Now it works. I was about to go to the bathroom, and then I heard your voice. So, yeah, what were we talking about before that happened?
Folks, we got Sean Fasulo here. All right, we lost him for a moment. He had to use the bathroom. We
Well,
were
I didn't get to
discussing.
the bathroom.
He had to do something, but we were discussing Creed. Dolph
Yeah,
Lundgren, Creed.
right.
You're saying he became
Yep.
peaceful in the end. He let all of his anger go. Is that what you said?
Oh yeah. You didn't? Did you not watch the full movie? Creed
Dude, I
2.
swear I did. That's what's tripping me out. Is I thought I did, but apparently I didn't. Please tell what happened.
Well, because when you start watching Creed 2, you can see when Drago shows up with his kid, he's bitter, he's angry the entire time,
Right?
and he's training, he's hard, he's a dictator. Finally, they get to the second fight after he puts Creed's kid in the hospital, almost kills him too, to kill them both or whatever. But they get to the next fight. Balboa's back in his corner. You see it, they're going punch for punch or whatever, and everybody's cheering, and Drago just lets the hate go, and he throws in the towel.
Really?
And then at the end, he consoles his kid and treats him as his son, not as some dictator type trainer that he. So yeah, Drago let the misery go. I mean, so what was that in '85, Rocky 4, and 2018?
Yeah.
So 33 years later, the fictional character Drago, he let the hate go. If you watch the movie, you'll see it, you'll know it.
Wow, that's kind of heavy. So you're saying he became like a, well, I guess like a real father then. He started acting like.
Yeah, he wasn't a bitter dictator anymore. Like they portrayed him as, training his own son to box and just kill people, kill him. You got to beat him harder, this and that. Yeah, it was crazy.
No doubt.
But that's fictional stuff, but it's not the real world. But that's a true
No,
story. If you watch that film, that's how it goes down.
Well, that's the real world in that type of dynamic. I mean, you got some fathers, I would imagine, that would be.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of fathers out there living through their children.
Totally.
Get to the major leagues, get that contract. I got to live through you. I got to, absolutely.
Especially in the West, like especially in white families, like compared to like, Philippine families. I feel like we're a bit more competitive and we're a bit more bloodthirsty, us Westerners, and
yeah, absolutely.
It really is. It's kind of a thing. I'm serious, man. It's a real thing. All right, because when I spend a lot of time like in the Philippines, and when I come back here, like right away, dude, I'll fly into Chicago or LA or something, and I feel that. I feel that competitiveness. I feel that.
Yeah.
That real competitiveness of like, be a good killer salesman type of thing. Like we have that attitude.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely, man.
That's a real thing, dude. That's a real thing. It really is.
No doubt about it. Everything's a competition. How can I get over on you? Absolutely. That's how it is. And that's how it is in the States. It's very cutthroat, all the above.
True story. And you know better than, because you're an American. You're a cultured American. You've known a lot of different Americans. You've been around America.
Oh, yeah.
You've known a lot of families. You've known my family. You've known a lot of people. I mean, we see this in a lot of our people. And you see how competitive it is. You see the way even our friends, people we've known from childhood, even some family members, how they separate, right? Because of work. You know what I mean? Yep. Because of social circles of work and competition and social status, they stop talking to each other. These are like people that you grew up with. Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's a status, or whatever. You're out doing whatever you want, or I'm here raising a family. What are you doing? You may have 500 grand in the bank, but you don't have a family. I'm doing all this. All these people have all these different stereotypes. So yeah, it's all over the place, man.
Totally, man. Eli TV's here. What's up, Eli? Eli says, I guess even Drago can have a hero's journey. Eli's been on the channel since the beginning. He's one of our longtime supporters. When did you start watching, Sean? I forgot. Could you remind me?
I think your brother had tipped me off about it, and I checked it out a little bit. And what did I get your number from? Kevin, I think we got back in touch, and it's been rolling for what about the last month plus or so.
Yeah,
I haven't seen you in person since Vegas. That was January of 2017. So yeah,
I think that was 16, dude.
No, that was 17. Believe me, it was 17.
2000. That was the first time. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, but I was asking, when did you first? How long ago did you start watching? When my brother told you, was that 2 months ago? 3 months?
I'd say probably within 2 months or so, within the last 8 weeks, give or take.
Okay, I got to keep track of this.
Little more, little less, either way.
Right on, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate the support, man. That's awesome. We're getting more people coming in the room, man. Welcome to the Captain.
That's what it's all about.
This is our pilot open mic episode. We're here with the great Sean Fasulo. I've known this guy for
1990.
Yeah,
1990.
34 years.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember you guys come in the fall, I think, of 1990. Yeah, so I'd have been third grade, man.
So I
don't remember all this stuff.
You got three. You have three brothers, right, Sean? And my family, we got four brothers. So
I just have the two brothers. That's it.
Yeah. Kevin and the
Brian.
youngest one.
Yeah, Brian. Yeah, that's it.
Dude, it's a funny story, man. I remember this is like 1992, man. We were playing at, what was that basketball court in Westbrook? I don't remember the name of it, but
down by the pool.
Yeah.
Or was it at Chacarapa? Which one? There was a bunch of places.
Brother, I didn't play basketball much, and so I was more into football. I was like a little more aggressive and stuff, so I didn't know how to play. And I was I fell
playing BS combat basketball.
Yeah, I fell on the ground, and your brother, I think Brian, he had the ball and he was going next to me, and I was laying on the ground, so I swept his foot, and I tripped him. And I remember
that's a football play, man. Yeah.
That was a terrible thing to do. And your dad, Billy, I'll never forget. He's like, "What are you doing?" He goes, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I don't know. I thought I was supposed to trip him."
That's patented. Billy B has a meltdown. Oh yeah.
But I didn't do it. It wasn't like maliciously. I just kind of I fell and I just kind of went poop, I just swooped his foot. And,
absolutely.
Yeah, I was just trying to get the ball because I played football, and I don't know. I was into wrestling and stuff. I never played basketball, so I just kind of swept his foot. Anyway.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I can totally see that one back then. Yeah, absolutely.
Random story, dude. That was always in the back of my head. I always wanted to tell you that for some reason.
Yeah, that's a good one. But yeah, Bill would totally react that way. Totally can picture it. Absolutely, step by step.
But reasonable. He's just it was cool the way he did it, though. He's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I don't know. I just tripped him."
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah, what are they up to? What's your dad up to these days? Your dad and your mom?
Same exact thing, man. Still living in the same house.
Well, that's cool. I mean, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, longevity, I guess, right?
Oh, yeah, dude. See, Sean's family is an example, and my family, of the very few white American.
Yeah, still married.
Right.
Yeah.
Because in the Philippines, divorce is illegal. All right. So a lot of people don't know this, but Philippines is one of the few countries on earth, I might be wrong, but divorce is actually illegal. So you cannot get divorced. All right. So they take that whole till death do us part thing quite literally down in the Philippines, dude. So there you go.
Damn.
But then again,
OJ would have done better down there, right?
well, you get into a bad marriage, dude. It can be a bad situation. That's the downfall.
Yeah, but he wouldn't have gotten divorced, though.
What, O.J. Simpson?
Yeah, he wouldn't have been able to get divorced down there, right? So that would have been what he wanted, right?
Well, you can get an annulment. They have what's called an annulment in the Philippines,
Okay, I get you.
but it doesn't. It's got to
But I
be
don't think he
mutual.
Yeah, he wouldn't have allowed it. So
What, juice? No, of course not, dude.
yeah, no way.
I'm just saying, man. Yeah, dude. I don't know.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Did you get a chance to watch that Bill Jenner part of his parole hearing? Did you ever get a chance to watch that?
Who was that?
His supposed friend Bill Jenner at O.J. Simpson's parole hearing, the guy who had all the memorabilia.
Oh yeah. Oh, the memorabilia?
Yeah, I'm asking if you happened to see that parole hearing with his friend Bruce Jenner.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I like the way you said that very objectively. Like, no, I did not.
I thought you were asking me at first the way it came off. I don't know. Maybe we're having a problem with communication here. It sounded like you said Bruce Jenner for a minute. I was like,
yeah, I did.
Oh,
That's his name, right? Bruce Jenner. No.
Bruce Jenner. He just lit into OJ when he died 2 months ago. Did you see that tweet?
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he's called Caitlyn Jenner now, right? He said,
When?
Yeah, he said like OJ Simpson's dead, thank God, or something with peace or something. Yeah. Bruce Jenner was happy to see OJ die.
Wait a minute. Bruce Jenner, that was that was the memorabilia dealer, right? The guy in Vegas that OJ.
No, Bruce Jenner was an Olympic runner that became a woman recently. Long story, man. He was married to the Kardashians' mother, Kris, for a while.
Okay.
There's that whole story. And obviously knew OJ and apparently doesn't like OJ, but yeah, that's the real story.
Okay, because OJ was connected to the Kardashians.
He was best friends with Robert, the lawyer or whatever. Yeah, and he was divorced from Kris, and Kris married Bruce. That's the real story.
Yeah, Eli. Can you guys get his last name for me, Bruce? Because there was another Bruce, Sean. Bruce. There was another Bruce. Bruce. The other Bruce had OJ's memorabilia. All right.
Okay, that was the heat from the situation in Vegas. Okay, I totally got that one off. But okay, yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I thought it was Bruce Jenner. But anyway, so Bruce, you got to watch that parole hearing with his friend Bruce. It's awesome.
I'm just sick.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. I mean, yours truly, man.
Yours truly here.
But OJ was relentless, dude. Okay? He never stopped defending himself. He never stopped going in public. He had no shame. Didn't care.
He's like, I'm though. It just works, man. That just rolls off as all good.
So welcome to the Captain Trucker live stream, guys. I'm just warming up here. Sean's been so kind to stay up all night. He's joining us for our pilot episode. We got Sean here from Scarborough, Maine, the great Sean Fasulo. He's going to Bermuda next week. Sean is an very Friday, excuse me. Sean is a avid sports bettor, so he's a really good sports bettor, and he's a homeowner. And he's been a friend of my family for like 35 years. So we're so happy to have him. And who else is out there tonight? We got Eli. Eli TV's here. He's been here since the beginning. He says, Bruce did hoard a bunch of OJ's memorabilia. Yeah, he did. And that's the thing is like, he tried to act like he didn't, but he kind of did. And, OJ was pissed. That's why he went to go get it back, really. So, I mean, he did have like OJ's photos and other stuff that was private to his family and whatnot. It's a true story. Give me 1 second. Sean, let me know if you're still out there. All right. Well, guys, I just posted a new video tonight. I don't know if anybody got to see it, but I was kind of talking about some personal stuff, and
Yeah, quick bathroom break, brother. I'll be right back.
yeah, no problem. So I was kind of talking about parts of my childhood and young adult life before I came out to the Philippines. And I don't know if anybody was really interested, but they're watching, so that's cool. But I think they're interested. I don't know, but the point of it was like I was grateful to the viewers for motivating me and stuff, sticking with me and us helping each other and all that good stuff. Who else is out there tonight? We got Anna here. Job plays. Good stuff. Oh man. Yeah, YouTube's a trip, dude. Like it's kind of like I feel the ups and downs of YouTube, right? Like one day you'll get 35,000 views, and then the next day you'll get a video and you'll do like 200 views, and you'll be like, geez, what happened? But that's just life, man. It comes in waves. But anyway, I had a point of this video, and I wanted to talk about. Yeah, I had a list of reasons why expats mess up in the Philippines. If anybody's interested, let me know. Oh my goodness gracious. So number one is, well, understanding the cultural differences. Guys, we gotta stop bringing ourselves and our ideals of our home country when we go to the Philippines, folks. All right? Especially as Americans, we have a tendency to kind of, push our values onto other people. Our money goes a bit further down in the islands, and we're in a country that was poorer than ours, and you kind of turn into the McMillionaire, and then if you isolate yourself as an expat with that mentality, delusion can set in, and then you can really start going off the rails. So you got to be careful. You really do. So, maintain humbleness and always meet friends. You got to have friends with other expats and stuff. You don't want to be isolated down there, man. Because it's like a whole other country, dude. It's a whole other land, man. Different people. Oh, man. What do we got going on? Let me get the StreamYard open. Let me go through those points really quick, though. Number two, not learning the language. That's like not too important. It's a little bit important. I mean, you should ideally, obviously, to like communicate better and to respect the people, their culture. But I think a lot of like, especially Americans and probably even English, they're like, well, Englishmen, they say, well, the Filipinos can speak English, so we don't need to learn Tagalog and Ilonggo and all this other stuff. But depending on the Filipino, you got different ranges of education and so forth. So, not all Filipinos are going to speak like an Oxford graduate or something, right? It may be limited English, but then you'll meet some Filipinos that can speak really in-depth English, like the way we're talking now. What I've noticed is, as far as like education levels, especially with regards to language, with the Filipinos that I've met, it's either like really basic or really advanced. I don't see much in between. So then we got overlooking healthcare needs. That is kind of important for you retirees, okay? you do kind of like have to have your healthcare situated. And if you do have like serious health issues potentially, I would probably recommend maybe consider not moving to the Philippines. Um, also if you're sensitive to like heat, okay, that can be a problem too, because it is extremely hot, folks. It's not like Texas hot. The Philippines is equator, Pacific Ring of Fire, tropical heat hot. All right, you will sweat, you will be hot. So you got to embrace the heat. So for me, I just go all in, babe. I love the heat, man. I do. I sweat like an animal. I drink a lot of water every day, and I'll go for a jog midday. Okay, and it kind of acclimates me to the heat. What's up, Dutch? Thanks for coming by. Appreciate you. John had to step out for a moment, but if anybody wants to jump in too, we can. There's always room for one more. This is our first open mic night.
What's what's the average temp in the Philippines right now? Would you say?
What would I say? I don't know. What would I say? I mean, let's look it up. Well, I mean, it's hot. It's like really hot right now.
Like a ballpark figure?
Well, you're quizzing me right now, Sean. I got to get my figure.
I figured you know.
Are you on camera right now? I can't see you.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing I was doing the whole time. Yeah.
Dutch, can everybody see Sean? For some reason, I can't. Give me 1 second. Sean, tell us a quick story while I have to do something.
What's that?
I said, tell us a quick story. Give me a second. I'll be right back.
Gotcha. So who's out there tonight anyways? How many people we got on this channel? We got a lot of people in here tonight or what?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's picking up steam, right? I think
a little.
We got a lot of good people in here enjoying the show. So
a little bit, yeah. We were kind of off topic.
Yeah,
we were sort of indulging each other, talking about the Rocky movies and reminiscing about Maine. I mean, none of the
and that's fine too, because it's random stuff, and the audience gets a glimpse of back in the day, right?
Absolutely,
that works.
I agree.
Yeah,
I'm trying to make the screen bigger. Like we should be on half screens. It's like small.
I don't know. This thing's been off all night, so I'm just not going to really stress it. So go with it. Yeah.
Hold on a second. Oh wait, I got this. Hold on, check this out.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Much
bigger
better
now.
Yeah, I don't have to squint anymore, I guess.
Right on. How do I look? How are my wrinkles? So, guys, I started using retinol. All right. Do you know anything about retinol, Sean?
I know the name.
Yeah. So retinol tightens your skin, dude. And my brother and I, the brother you know, Sean. Well, you know all my brothers, but we got bad eye wrinkles, dude.
Yeah.
So the retinol, it's like tightening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. Nobody cares about retinol, sorry. Welcome to the live stream, guys. It's Captain Trucker live stream. We're live tonight. Anybody out there, if you go to the description and click the link, you can jump in. You can join Sean and I. I can't see Sean for some reason, but I trust you all can. Sean, can you see me?
I can see you. I've seen you all night.
All right. Sean, are you still golfing? Sean was a really good golfer too. I remember that when we were kids.
No, I haven't picked up a club in probably 15 years. Too many shoulder injuries. My brothers are way better than me, anyways. So,
really?
Yeah, they're better. I was just kind of a scrapper out there. I'd get it done, but it was a project. So.
Hey, Dutch says you look like
picked up a club in 15 years, man. What's that?
Dutch says you look like Roger Daltrey, so I'm sure you can sing a good song. I forgot who that is. Who's Roger Daltrey? I know who that is. Who is that?
Heard the name. Is it the lead singer from Daltrey? I don't know.
Dutch, remind me who Roger Daltrey is. You know who Sean looks like? Who Sean reminds me of? Is Bill Burr. Okay, similar sense of humor, similar background. I'm telling you, dude, that's like your brother. You don't even know it.
Yeah, I saw Burr at the Tom Brady retirement thing speech in Foxborough. I think that was like last week. Burr
Oh, you
was
actually
there. Burr was there. Yeah,
really?
yeah. He was out there doing something. Yeah, Bill Burr. Yeah, Tom Brady's 3 hour thing down in Gillette. Yeah.
Oh, you were like actually at the event?
No, I wasn't there. I was watching the Celtic game, but no, actually, this what day? I forget what day it was. I was doing something, but I wasn't there. But I watched it back on YouTube, most of it. So
Right on.
yeah, it was. I think it was one of the games the Celtics won in the finals. It was like, yeah, it was conflicting. I think it was on a Sunday. It was June 12th. That was the number. So, but yeah,
Nice.
Billy Burr was there. I know that much.
Yeah, dude's hilarious, man. He
Yeah,
really is.
absolutely.
You know, he was talking about that reminded me of you. He was talking to Conan, okay, and he goes, I can't stand all these like public service announcement at these ball games, like when you go to a football game, right?
They
He's
always
like,
do it. They always do it, man.
he
They
goes,
always
you'll be
do it.
watching the game, and then they'll stop and they'll be like, oh, let's stand up for cancer. And he's like, okay, I get it. Like I know, I'm going to contribute. Cancer's bad. But it's like, you go to the ball game to relax and have a good time. He's like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be watching a movie with you in the middle of the movie, stop and be like, oh, hey, Conan, by the way, my aunt has, breast cancer. Oh, by the way, I was molested when I was 12. Enjoy the movie. It's
Yeah, right. That's a good one. It's good. That's a good point. Absolutely.
crazy, dude. He's funny though, man. He's really raw. Like his humor, like I was kind of worried about making that dildo joke when I left the dildo on my desk.
That's great stuff, man. I totally would have done that. Yeah.
Well, really, that's a true story. It really happened. But I mean, uh, because I don't know, dude. It's not the cancel culture stuff, man. I'm serious, man. It's a real thing, dude. Like,
Oh, the woke stuff. Yeah.
not it actually happening, but the fear of it, right? The fear. That's the real part, you
Yep.
know? Yeah, not that it will actually happen, because if you got balls and you know your people and you know yourself, it's all good. But a lot of people have fear, dude. A lot of people are scared to go on camera like the way you are right now. Like they're scared, dude. You know?
Why? It's just anxiety. So
Yeah.
that's the way it goes sometimes. For a lot of people, get a lot of anxiety. So
Man, I wish I could
gotta
see you.
overcome it, guys. So
You know who?
I said, people got to overcome that anxiety. Yeah, I see you now.
Well, the problem is though, is that people not just get canceled, but they get fired and stuff, dude. I mean, yeah, it's kind of I don't know what to make of that, dude. I mean, what do you make of that? What do you make of that?
This got cut a second ago, so say the question again, please.
I said, what do you make of this? Like, since I've known you for 35 years, how have you seen society change with political correctness, woke culture, fear of being canceled, stuff like that? Do you think a lot of it's just being peddled by the news, or do you think a lot of it's real? What do you think?
Being peddled by the news, man. It's so different now. If you go to the 80s, so many, it was so different. Or the 90s, things went, and then all of a sudden everything, and I'm just going to skip over a lot of what you said, but here we are in 2024 with just a very soft culture.
Yeah.
Everything's soft. If I say something to you that you don't like, that's it. Everybody's upset. Oh, I can't believe you said that. Like, if you said that back in the 90s, everybody's laughing. It's just become such a soft culture all the way around. Everything's woke. It's just so soft. You got to be politically correct. You have to, stick a pride flag on your doorstep. that's just how people are nowadays. It's a very soft world, and it's not a good thing, either. And I think a lot of these Democrats have, really brainwashed people to an extent. I could go on forever, but we'll leave it at that. We're very, very soft culture, man.
To me,
That's what we've become. So
I see like a little bit of change, I guess, from my perspective. But to me, I see a lot of the recycled drama that gets recreated over generations, such as
Yeah.
even like racism. I mean, the thing is like, what is it called? Yeah, all these new movements and stuff. I mean, the, I just, the average person I know on the streets, like they're aware of this. Like they talk it the way we're talking about it right now.
Yep.
And I really do feel like a lot of this stuff gets peddled by certain special interest groups with a lot of money. And I don't even think they're the parties in America that we're talking about necessarily. They could be. But I think there really is a small group of people with a lot of money and a lot of influence that keep recreating and peddling stuff, such as like, like Black Lives Matter. I mean, that's cool. I mean, I never thought they didn't matter to me. I mean, the whole racism thing in America has been going on forever, and there's some legitimacy behind that too.
Yep.
I mean, African Americans were slaves in this country. I mean, that's a real thing, and those are real issues. But my point is that the media in general, in terms of bringing society together, they don't help, dude. I mean, they don't help anybody. I mean, I do think, like, I do agree that in some ways, like I was saying, psychiatry is one of the enemies of the people, and I've heard people say the media itself is one of the enemies of the people.
Definitely.
And I kind of agree with some of that, man. I think politics is the enemy of the people. I think political parties are too. I think they're stupid. I think the whole setup in this country is divisive by the whole setup. It doesn't even make sense. I mean,
I'd
they
agree
say, they say the country's divided. Well, of course it's divided. You have two options. I mean, how's it not going to be divided? I don't know.
Yeah, 50-50, man.
Right.
Yeah, it's all about control. I guess you could say that. Are you a liberal?
I'm a human being.
You're a Republican. Yeah, they're just trying to make it which side are you on, and that's that. I mean, a lot of it's a way to try and control you too, and I'd even throw religion, into that mix too.
It can be. I mean, it gets.
Would you say? Yeah.
Well, the thing is, Sean, like me on this channel, for instance, when I started, I had people calling me. Some people called me a woke freak. Some people called me a Democrat. Some people called me a Republican. I've had somebody even call me a Nazi. I mean, they can't make up their mind. It's like they try to label you with anything. It doesn't even matter. You can't even be a person anymore and just talk about stuff or have an opinion. I mean, look, when it comes to like racial stuff, it's a real thing. And like the fact is that the stuff about that in America, it's real because there was groups of people that were literally like slaves at one point in this country. Okay, that's a real thing, and I'm not going to try to empathize or relate to it or talk about it, but that is a real thing. And friends that I've had that from other countries and also African Americans, they bring up good points. They say, well, when do you get over being raped by a culture or raped by a people? What's the statutes of limitations on pain? And I can't argue that. I can't. And what can I say to that? I mean, that's a good point. I mean, I have nothing to say. But my whole point is the media itself are not looking out to help people, okay? Because any problems that there are, they'll definitely amplify it. You know what I mean? They'll polarize anything negative.
Yeah, they have their
Anything
own agendas.
Yeah. So, but anyway, I mean, God bless them all, dude. I mean, I'm just a person, man. I'm an expat, so I sort of got out of the bubble. I got out of the matrix, and I've seen both sides, and I'm now public on this channel, and I don't mind talking about stuff, man, because there's nothing to be scared of. Like even the stuff I just said, like a lot of people would be afraid to say that, right? You know what I mean?
You shouldn't be. That's how you feel. Say it.
Yeah. But anyway, I mean,
Great
it's
stuff.
too bad. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. The thing about us Americans, okay, this is the tragedy of Americans. This is the tragedy of our culture right now. Is we have the option, okay? Some cultures, some countries don't have options. We do. We can fix all these problems, but we're spending way too much damn time watching cable news and fighting with each other, okay? We got money. We still have the dollar. Look at the resources we have. There's still money here. We can fix it. The consumers are trillions of dollars in debt, but that's a choice. The culture has choices.
Well put. CNN and Fox News, way too much influence nowadays.
Influence.
Would that be correct? That would be correct, right?
Yeah, influence. That's a great key word. Influence. Influence.
There you have it.
There you have it.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. It's yours truly, babe. I mean, look, I don't pretend to be some like sociological or social science. I'm just a common sense guy. I went to college on and off. I don't pretend to know everything. I don't. But I know bullshit when I see it, right?
Yep.
Anyway, welcome to the Captain Trucker live stream, guys. Who else is out there? We got Jonas here. Good to see you, man. Dutch is here. Ben Shepard, thanks for coming out. Breakdancers here. So, guys, we got a special guest tonight, Sean from Scarborough, Maine. He stayed up for our first pilot episode of this open mic live stream.
How y'all doing tonight?
What's that?
How y'all doing tonight?
Yeah, Sean's here, dude. I've known Sean for about 57 years. All right? I knew Sean back in Maine. So it's good to know people for a long time, man. I mean, we haven't hung out recently, but, when you've known someone a long time, you can kind of get back in touch, and that's cool, too. So that's why we always need friends. Reach out to people you knew in childhood, man. Reach out to your neighbors, man. Americans don't talk to each other enough, man. Say hi to your neighbor. Go to his house. That's what I would do. You can't do that in LA, though, because then they think you're a weirdo. You got to, call people first. I just show up.
I agree. I like that philosophy.
Thanks, man. I'm kind of going off the rails. Not really. But anyway, let's read some comments really quick. Dutch says, the rooster, same here. Everybody's angry. Well, maybe not everyone, but a lot are. Jonas says, Captain Trucker's a good father now. He earns money a legit way for his family. Thank you, Jonas. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Sean's an honest worker, too. There's still hard workers out there. Ben says, people my age are pretty much gets all their information online. I haven't watched Fox or CNN in forever. I do like to read the networks every now and then. Yeah, but the fact is, Ben, just look at the ratings, man. I mean, there's still millions and millions that tune into this stuff every night. So you see that too, right, Sean?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, I mean, Ben, to look at alternative sources because you have interest in going to the Philippines and stuff. So you're one of those guys outside of the box. But I mean, believe it or not, there's still millions tuned in to the drone TV cable news every night. Not that there's anything wrong with cable news. It's just the amount of consumption, the amount of time, people get addicted to this stuff and it becomes kind of sickening. Sean, do you know any Mainers or people that just talk about American politics all day long?
Not really. Not really. There's some people that'll go off about it, but to that extent, That's it. That's all. No, definitely not.
Well, no
Maybe.
one you hang out with, I mean, but there's people like that out there.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There's people that sit around in their rocking chair all day and that's all they talk about. It's everywhere,
Yeah, totally.
so um yeah,
Yeah, but
my own parents are like brainwashed by liberal bullshit. So
well, it's interesting you say that, man, because I think a lot of the people we knew, maybe that generation, I don't know, man, they get caught up in they get caught up in it. It's kind of sad, huh?
oh yeah, it's painful. It's painful. Looking up to a guy like Biden. It's like,
But I'm on a
what
broader theory about this, man. Like, I'm not down with any sycophants. Like, I don't worship politics, dude. I don't worship any political leader. Okay, I
right.
don't. Not one. I don't. It's not. I worship God or the principles of like the higher powers. Like, that's called idol worship, dude. Like, there's people that are in love with presidents. Okay, I don't care if it's Trump or Biden. There's people that they salute to these guys, and that's part of the problem too, man, is like sycophants. They can't think
Oh yeah.
independently. They can't think of practicality because we get sucked into groups. All right. It's the masses, right? It's the sheep, the sheeple they call them. I mean, we got to get more independent in this country, man. That's part of being a US an American, all right? Is we're not supposed to be like following, we're supposed to live independently, man, and like have freedom of thought. Okay, what happened to freedom of thought? Nobody's thinking for themselves, dude. They're all echoing all this stuff they see on cable.
It's very accurate.
Yeah, give me a second. I'll be right back.
It's a leaker.
No, it's not even like that, dude. I'm driving, dude. No, I gotta grab the temperature gauge up.
Gotcha.
But your brother Kevin, has he been outside of the country, Sean?
I know he's been up to Canada with me numerous times. Outside of that, you'd have to ask him. I couldn't answer that.
You wouldn't. You would know. He would tell you. I mean, if you ever left the country.
I don't know. Nah, he's just mostly Canada. His wife's from there. I know they go up there. But I've been out to Canada with him back, 15, 20 years ago, plenty of times. But I don't think so. He hasn't been anywhere outside further than Canada.
You guys got to get in touch with your European roots, man. Where are your people from, Sean? I forgot. They're Italian. You're Italian, right? Like Fasulo.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd been to Italy, man. I went to Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great country, dude. I ran 2010. I ran a 26-mile marathon in Venice. I went there with my first Filipina girlfriend, who was actually 10 years older than me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's kind of rare. She was like 38. I was 28 or like something like that. But anyway, she was a real sweetheart, man. Just the coolest woman, dude. Like, just real cute, sexy, sweet, just a kind, very lovely woman, man. Just took care of her family. She was way more successful than me. And so fortunately, she paid for the whole trip. But yeah, we had a lot of fun, man. Italy was awesome, dude. It was like I ran that race, and then I drove through most of the country minus Naples. I went down to Brindisi, Sicily, Rome, of course, and Serrano. Like a lot of small towns. You know what's cool about Italy, man? Is like every single place was uniquely different. I'm serious. Like unique. The architecture, the vibe, everything. Because there's so much. Yeah, there's so much history, man. It really is, and like you feel it. It's like it's so awesome, man. You got to go there, man. Get in touch with your roots, man.
I'll check it out.
Sorry, I'm going off. I can't even see you because I can't see your facial expression. So I don't know if you're like pissed off or like tired. I can't see you for some reason.
I've seen you all night. That's weird.
I know, right? How you all doing out there? Ben says, Dutch, no, I'm in San Diego. What are these guys saying out there? Oh, that's a good one. Sean, I'll let you take the floor. I got kind of, what do we got going on? Ben says, hey, we lost Sean. He stepped out. But Ben says, 100%. What happened to an original idea? Seems like everybody gets their beliefs off the checklist that's been pre-written. Yeah, man, that's true. Rooster says, I bet Italy is awesome. It is. Jonah says, loving God is a sign of a good father. Absolutely. Dutch says, Rooster, it's awesome and a bit crazy at the same time. What are you guys talking about? Roger Cogburn's here. I don't know what that means. What do you guys got going on? Give me 1 second. I think we lost Sean. Oh, sorry about that. I clicked off. Anyway, I got to get going, guys. Thanks for coming out tonight. It's good to see you. Appreciate you all. Y'all be good out there. Peace.